Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Rachel Archelaus, and welcome to my home. Today, I just wanted to do a fun video about what assumptions you might have about me. I'm a really weird person, so I figured there'd be some fun ones, and there are. So let's just get into it. I asked you guys on social media, and if you're not following me, you'll see my links down below. Go follow, and that way, when I do another video, or if you just want to ask me a question, you can. And you can also see my really cute cats and my apricot trees. Okay, so the first one is from my friend Dina. Dina asks, I assume you like couscous and that you think puppy antics are hilarious. I am allergic to couscous, so I can't eat it, but before I knew I was allergic to it, I loved it. So yes. Actually, I remember when I was a little kid, they had those Near East packages in the grocery store of like instant couscous, and you just pour it on water. And I think they had a mango flavor that I liked. So yes, dig couscous, but I have celiac, so I can't eat anything that has wheat in it or gluten. But you know what I really love instead is quinoa. I eat quinoa a lot because it's like fluffy and nutty, kind of like couscous. So there you go there. And of course, puppy antics are adorable. I've actually really been digging on dogs lately. At my farmer's market, there's always a ton of dogs, and I just connect with them lately. I look at them and I'm like, yeah, I feel you. And they're so cute and they're so happy. I'm really into dogs and just their whole vibe, everything they got going on. Michael has a bunch. The first one, that you're from another planet or dimension. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I definitely have part of my energy on many planets in many dimensions. And I also really kind of jive with being here right now. So I consider myself to be a multi-dimensional group being, meaning that I'm really aware of different places that I'm currently experiencing a lifetime. And I can kind of switch in between and check in on them and talk to them here, and it's really, really an interesting experience. And I feel like we're all present on all dimensions. So everyone's multidimensional, and it doesn't matter if you can, isolate those places or not. I do like to do that. An intimate alien is a part of me that lives on another dimension that I bring through for everyone else. So yeah, I'd say that assumption is correct. He says that you live in or near the country. Yeah, kind of. Last year, I was doing a lot of van traveling and definitely lived more in the country, open space and woods and like hiking and outdoor stuff. And when I lived in Connecticut, it was much more tree covered and hilly and in the country per se, even though I lived kind of close to New York City, so there was that. Here in Utah, I live 10 minutes south of Salt Lake City, so it's not really country here, but out west, everything is just really big. So even when you're in a city, I feel like you're never far from nothingness. Like, I live right on the border of the Rocky Mountains, and so a 10-minute drive from my house gets me to the entrance of all these mountainous canyons. And if I went into them, I mean, I could just drive forever. I could drive over them to Colorado. Basically, I have the best of both worlds, where I live in like a city, suburb kind of situation, but I also have unlimited wilderness at my disposal, which is why I wanted to move here in the first place. All right, next one. That you channel and get messages while creating artwork. Yeah, definitely. Art is one of my favorite ways to connect. I mean, I think whenever you're in a creative mode, you're channeling, you're channeling your own energy, and you're feeling that connection and the ease with which you can create something. And I definitely get messages. When I first moved to Arizona, actually, I started getting messages from some local aliens that used to live there. And that was really cool because they had really unique energy that I never felt before. And it was actually a little overwhelming. When I was younger, I used to channel all these weird beings, and like they'd end up in my artwork and tell me things. And yeah, I mean, that doesn't necessarily happen much anymore because I'm in a different place, and so I'm attracting different energies. The energies I channel now are different, but still, yeah, I definitely get messages, and it's really fun. It's so fun to be aware of that, and I feel really lucky that I wanted to live a life like this. Like, this was my intention, and I'm really into it. Oh, this is a fun one. His last one is that you dress in cosmic clothing and that feels more natural to you than ordinary clothing. Wow, you know what is funny about that? I think I feel most comfortable in crazy, wacky clothes. Whether it's cosmic or not, I don't know, but like sequins and colors and stripes and patterns. And if you saw me in high school, I looked like a club kid, if you guys remember what that is, or if you have any idea. Neon and crazy and funky and layered, that was my thing, and that's how I feel really most comfortable. I don't know what happened to me in my 20s and 30s, I just kind of got really boring, but I always had my hair. Like, I feel most comfortable when my hair is dyed because I think it brings in a little bit more of Intimate Alien into my regular life. That's her way of representing herself in me all the time, because she is part of me all the time. So that's the truth. I'm getting back to my preferred clothing style. I think it's just like the last piece to come in. When you get knocked off your horse as an adult, sometimes you gotta regroup before you can fully express again. And I'm pretty sure the clothing's coming back, but you know, it's probably like the last thing on the list. Well, thank you, Michael and Dina, for your questions so far. They've been really awesome and super fun to answer. Holly Nicole says, I assume that you are right-handed. Yes, I am right-handed. My best friend and her husband and my grandpa are left-handed, but I can play pool and bat left-handed. So I'm kind of ambidextrous, but really only in those ways. And Daniel James 6 says, I assume you're confident and self-empowered. And by the way, he's an amazing filmmaker. You should follow him on YouTube. I'll link him down below. Yeah, probably. I mean, confident and self-empowered. I'm definitely self-empowered. I will pretty much do anything that I feel like doing or want to do or get an idea to do. I don't really let anything hold me back, but of course I still have those inner blind spots that everyone has for certain things, like the clothes maybe. But yeah, I'm confident, not in every single situation. Well, for example, I have been working on a TV show, screenplays and contacts and like meeting people and everything. And if I were to get invited out to go pitch a studio or something, I would be nervous, like really nervous. It doesn't mean I wouldn't go, and it doesn't mean I wouldn't necessarily have a good time, but nervous. So if you can be confident and nervous at the same time, then I'm absolutely confident and definitely self-empowered. So yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much. This was really fun, and if you have any more questions for me, put them down below in the comments. I love answering them, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.